So I just heard about these two stories. I heard about the lady on the left yesterday and I wanted to speak about it, and this morning I wake up and I see her on the right. And these are their stories. Now the lady on the left was offered a modeling gig and she chose to go. Feeling unsafe, she took a friend of hers, which we all do as women. Anywhere we go, we take someone with us. And on getting there, she was essayed. Actually, she and her friend were essayed. They were tied up and brutally essayed. And the lady on the right was essayed in her home, was knocked unconscious, essayed, and also cut down there because the perpetrator wanted to have the illusion of she being a virgin. My question is, when will all this nonsense stop? This has been going on for centuries. Women haven't felt safe from the beginning of time. Women have been used and abused, killed every single day. Now we hear about these two cases. Do you know how many others are happening right now as we speak in this country? Women are being molested every single day. They're being essayed. They're being abused in one sexual way or another every single day, and there's still no law against this. And you know the part that sickens me to my blood is the fact that the victims end up being the one blamed for whatever is going on. How do you blame someone who just went through trauma, who is going to face trauma for the rest of her life? Because these are not things that you just erase and say, oh, get over yourself. They are there. They are in a corner in the back of your mind and it doesn't go anywhere. When are we going to get some form of law placed against situations like this? And mind you, it's not just these girls are young. Look at them. They are young, for the love of God. There are still women who are abused in their homes. There are children who are abused by their fathers in their homes and uncles. And still nothing happened. At this point, see, the world should take what it takes. Because one thing men don't realize is that when women decide to flip this script, it's going to be different. And yes, you guys will come out and say, oh, not all men. Not all men, but it is always a man. The ratio, not just in Nigeria, the ratio all over the world about women who are being abused on a daily and women who are being killed on a daily is so high that it makes it almost all the men. There is no woman on this planet right now that can walk comfortably down a dark road and feel without looking left and right and feel safe that something wouldn't happen. And I promise you, we're not worried about dogs. We're not worried about nothing else. The only thing we fear is men. And what tickles my butthole the most is the fucking women. The women who comment in these girls' commentary section and speak about, oh, couldn't you have defended yourself? Oh, but there were two of you there, so how did you allow? Are you freaking kidding me? Do you know how many times I have been on the road and a car almost hits me and out of fear I freeze? Do you know how many women freeze in situations like this? At that moment, you see a man with a knife in your face and you think you're going to be thinking of, oh, I'm going to find a way to defend myself. What if one of them died in that moment? Did you think about that? All these pick-me women, like, it really baffles me. I keep saying it. We have to live with each other in this society, whether we like it or not. Women need men for whatever they need men for, and men need women for whatever they need them for. But you see, this extra bullshit, it's not okay. And oh my God, if I hear one more time a man tells me, it's not all men, it's not all men. But guess what? The same is not all men. When it comes to your daughters, you're like, it's all men. When it comes to you toasting a girl and checking out the competition, you say, that's a bad man. It's always you guys against each other at the end of the day because you know exactly what is going on. And for those that say, oh, I wouldn't molest a girl, I wouldn't do that, but you stay silent when you hear your friend does this, you are as bad as the rest of them. And yes, you're going to come out with a whole narrative of, oh, women lie. Yes, sometimes some asshole women do lie about situations like this and put innocent men in problems. But you see, that percentage is so little. It's so little right now that it's inconsequential at this point. Everybody's lives matter, but we are constantly on a daily. I don't want to tell you how many times I have been so close to situations that I'm like, what the hell? And even I freeze. Yo, these are our girls. And then there's the other set of idiots who come and say, oh, but they're lesbians. What the F does somebody's sexual orientation have to do with you? Shouldn't that tell you, okay, she's not into men? Shouldn't that tell you something to leave them be? How does who one sleeps with affect your life? We sit and make excuses for disgusting behavior, and there's no consequences to it. Thank God in certain countries they're not castrating men. In certain countries is the death penalty, and I feel like if we don't start something like that, but of course we wouldn't be able to start something like that in Nigeria, because most of the people you see around are perpetrators of these actions. It's not every man. But guess what? If I say right now, in fact, let's make a try right now. Let's make a polling unit right now of how many women have been touched inappropriately. If you have, put a white heart. If you have been essayed, put a green heart. If you have been abused in any kind of way, put a yellow heart. Let's just see. If you have heard of your friends being assaulted in any kind of sexual way, put a black heart. Let's just watch it roll, because that list goes on and on and on and on and on. You see, when women come out and speak about all the ills that men do to us, you guys say we are man haters. You guys say we are, what's the other word? I can't even think of it right now. You come up with all kinds of nonsense to justify this behavior. All the women of the world are somebody's daughter, yet you guys use your you men and your small egos, man, because you guys don't know how to take no for an answer. A lot of men feel like if a woman says no, I'm not interested, it means let's push even harder. Let's just take it by force. And apart from the fact that the woman has to deal with trauma if she doesn't offer herself, she now has to deal with the fact that she doesn't know if you have HIV or something else. And they will ask you, oh, but what did you wear? Oh, what did you do? Oh, were you supposed to go there? Why is it that we cannot feel safe to just walk out the streets? Why is it? The fact is that even if we covered ourselves and we just had the little eyes out, it would still be a problem, for the main fact that we have that thing in between our legs that attracts you guys. And for a long time, a lot of men say, women are crazy because women say, oh, they'll pick the bear instead of the man. I will pick the bear instead of a man any day, anytime. If I was stuck in a forest, I will pick the bear. You know why? Because I know I might not be able to get away from the bear. The worst he will do is just kill me. He can do whatever he wants to do with my body after that. But if my soul is gone, it's gone. But you see, men, what their minds can think of to do to you is traumatizing. You would come out of that forest and feel like a ghost, like a dead person. So it's just easier to die. And then you spend the rest of your life in therapy or try to convince yourself that, oh, this didn't happen to me, or that didn't happen to me. See, even my English is... And you sit and ask women why they are angry. When if we check the percentages of women that go through rubbish every single day, we are talking about 2 cases. We do not even know how many has happened in the past few weeks, and you tell us not to be angry. I always told myself I would respect a man for who he is. I don't judge anybody. But you see, every man gives me that always. I don't care who you are. If I know I am stuck in a place with just a man that I don't know randomly, I do not trust you guys. Do you know how disheartening it is to have to teach your daughters, like, please, oh, be careful, or behave like this, or do like that, or like it's so stressful on its own. And women are coming out and finding a way to fault these women. Before you find out if the story is true or not, have sympathy, have compassion, and then let's see where the story goes. But no, let's find a way to make them feel small. Do you know how many women stay silent every day with issues like this? Because they are scared to be judged by the public. They are scared to be judged by their families, and they are scared to be judged by police. You guys be guided out there, yo, because it's suffocating at this point. And let's not even get into physical abuse. For now, just hold it there. But justice has to be served, whether we like it or not. I don't know if